Hi, and welcome back to Purple Collar Life. In today's video, Tractor Decision Series part number 4, we're talking tires. Thanks for joining me for today's video in our Tractor Decision Series. This tire, the Carlisle Track Chief, was on most compact tractors in the early 2000s and even into the 2010s. This is what we call an R4 tire. This is considered an industrial tire. You see it does have these thick bars. They're not super deep tread, and they are close together here in the center. And the purpose of these tires is to be a tire that wears really well on cement, blacktop, doing loader work. They have stiff, heavy sidewalls, and they hold up really well over the test of time. They're very thick rubber, really a tire designed for industrial use. You can see here the front tire of our Ford tractor is just a 3-rib tire or a tri-rib tire. The Ford tractor is not 4-wheel drive, so the primary purpose of these tractor tires is steering. And on the back of our Ford tractor, these are some Goodyear traction torque tires. These tires are designed for traction. You can see these do have nice thick bars, but there's also a lot of open space in between. They have this V channel design, so you're going to dig into the mud, the snow, the dirt, anything that you need traction in. That's what these tires are designed for. These are called an R1 agricultural tire. Here in my garage, I have an extra set of tires from my John Deere. These are turf tires. These are called R3 turf tires. You can see they have more of like a lawn tractor tire pattern, closer together, nice and wide. The design here is to not damage your yard when you're driving across the yard with a tractor. And the newest kind of tire is an R14 hybrid tire. It takes the best of that R1 ag tire, mixes it with the best of that R4 industrial tire, and makes you a blended tire, still with a little bit thicker bars like you'd have on the R1 tire, but at the same time a little bit of protection for your yard like you'd have on an R3 tire, and a longer life industrial tread like you'd have on an R4 with that heavy sidewall. So let's talk about when you would want each. The R1 agricultural tire. This is the tire that I absolutely have to have for our property. We have a lot of swampy land, a lot of mud. We get snow in the wintertime. This is the tire that I need to get up into the woods, through the woods, brush hog, get through the snow. This is absolutely the best tire for my needs. If I were planting a field, if I were running my double bottom plow, you want these tires. They're going to dig into the mud, dig into the ground, give you a lot of torque, and pull you out of wherever you're going. So when would you want these R4 industrial tires? Well, you'd want these if you're working on a solid surface all the time, like a blacktop driveway or a parking lot. You can see these are going to really hold up. They're also really good for heavy loads, so you've got the heavy sidewall. Our front tires are perfect for loader work. There's a lot of weight on the front tires of a tractor when you're doing loader work. Make sure you always have it balanced at the back, of course, but still there's a lot of weight on those front tires, and those industrial tires have held up really well for loader work. I also showed you the turf tires I have for this tractor. I have fronts and rears and turf tires. The advantage to those tires are if I were just mowing, they're a little bit smoother on the grass. They definitely don't dig in as much to the grass. They're not going to deform the sod underneath the grass, but at the same time those front tires wear down really fast doing loader work. If you need 4-wheel drive, if you're in dirt, the R4 is going to be a little bit better than the R3. If you're in snow, however, I've found the R3 is actually better than the R4. Even though it doesn't have the bigger lugs, it has the softer rubber, so it does better in the wintertime than this really hard rubber does on the R4 tires. So when would you want those hybrid R14 tires? I think that's just for the hybrid use. So if you're going to be sometimes in the mud, sometimes in the yard, sometimes doing loader work, the R14 tire is that perfect blend of all those things. And you'll notice that the R14 tire is super popular right now. On the 20 horsepower, 30 horsepower, 40 horsepower, and even the 50 horsepower tractors, I'm seeing more and more of that R14 tire and less of the R4 industrial tire. People ask how these R14s do in mud. There's a good example of digging through the mud. You can see we're starting to thaw out here. You can see right where I was standing. You know, this is soft ground. Definitely the ag tires would dig in quite a bit. And the R14s dig in what's necessary, but they're not really ripping it up. So hopefully this video helped you out if you're trying to decide what tire is best for your tractor, especially if you're ordering a new tractor and you get to pick the tires that are on that machine. Please, those of you who have used the R1, the R3, the R4, or the new R14 tires, leave those comments down below. Everything I've read is that the R14 is really good in snow, perhaps better than the R1, the R4, or the R3 for snow use. The other thing is, most tractors today are four-wheel drive, so this big lug tire is necessary for me on a two-wheel drive tractor, but maybe if I had a four-wheel drive tractor, the R14 would get me everywhere I need to go. Leave those comments down below. Looking forward to seeing what you guys say in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this tractor decision series, make sure you give us a big thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already following us, and we'll see you again the next time. I never know if I should just keep rutting up the same exact tire tracks or if I should try to spread it out. What's your opinion?
I don't know. You got ruts everywhere.
We could do like Mike Morgan and get a whole second set of driveway, a lot of shale and gravel in